Hey, are you guys there? This is your friendly neighborhood Satoshi Nakamoto. And today we're discussing a fan vote. And basically, fans have voted if Daniel and Johnny will train together. And we're going to be reviewing the results of the poll, which has received over 2,000 votes from Cobra Kai fans, evidently. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button if you already have not subscribed. Turn on notifications to never miss another Cobra Kai video ever again. Help get this video to 100 likes if you'd like me to continue doing more videos like this. If you'd like me to continue doing more fan polls, fan votes, where fans can vote on various Cobra Kai different things like, is Sam really the villain, or, will and will Johnny and Daniel ever become friends? Stuff like that. If you'd like me to keep doing more polls like this and other polls in the Cobra Kai community, definitely go ahead and help get this video 100 likes. Also share this video on social media platforms like Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and other platforms. Reddit is really great to help new and old fans also find these videos. And now let's begin. So I recently put out a poll, and I'm going to put it on the screen for you guys, and you guys can see it here. And it basically said, do you think Daniel and Johnny will ever train together? Let us know what you think in the poll below. And also check out our fan-inspired story of how Johnny and Daniel finally trained together, link here. So we did a fan-inspiration video basically about Johnny and Daniel training together finally. But I wanted to know if you guys actually thought this was something that could ever actually happen. And what's really interesting is that 81% of people from 2.6 thousand views, 81% said, yes, I think Johnny and Daniel will one day train together, and I think that we're going to see something like Miyagi Kai or Miyagi Kai, basically like a spin-off of Cobra Kai. So Miyagi Kai, and maybe they'll work together to take down Kreese's dojo. This is something like I've been hearing around. If we look at the rest of the poll, around 6% of people said, no, I don't think that Johnny and Daniel will one day train together. 7% said, I'm honestly not sure if they will ever train together, which is fair. 3% said, I don't really care either way if they ever train together. I'm like, what the heck? 3% of people actually chose that. And then 3%, another 3%, actually had the nerve to say, I'm just here for the lols. Like seriously? Like this is why it's so important to ask questions and to give people multiple options, because you basically find out, what people are actually thinking. Like 3% of people literally just 3% is a lot of people, guys. Think about this. Out of 2.6 thousand people, 3% of these people actually said, yeah, man, I'm just here for the lols. I'm not really here for anything else. Just here for the lols, I mean, that's like 78 people, right? Like 78, 79 people, like literally said that. It's almost 8%, that's like almost 80 people. Almost 80 people said, you know what, I'm just here for the lols. That's a lot of people, man. That's a lot of people when you think about it. 80 people, 78, 79 people in a room. That's a lot of people. That's almost 100 people that were like, yeah, I'm just here. Listen, man, I'm just here for the lols. I'm just here to stir things up, and that's it. And I'm just feeling in my heart, like, wow, like there are people who are just here for the lols, and that's fine, man. That's fine. If you're just here for the lols, as long as you're being respectful on the channel, and and you're basically trying to at least add something constructive, then it's okay. Even though I prefer that people actually contribute, make a real contribution, but it's just insane. This is why it's important that you give people options when you ask a question, even something as silly as I'm just here for the lols, and then you have a bunch of people that actually just say stuff like literally it's fun. I'm just here for the lols. That's real feedback, man. That's real feedback. But yeah, guys, that is the result. Those are the results of the poll. So about 81% of people, which is a huge percentage, think that at some point Johnny and Daniel are going to train together. And I think that's kind of where the series is headed. Now, to be fair, we don't know for sure really what's going to happen in the season 3. I think that things will get worse before they get better. for Johnny's entire life has basically collapsed. He's lost. Miguel is injured and is in the hospital, and Robbie is in jail. Carmen doesn't want to have anything to do with Johnny. He doesn't want Johnny. She doesn't want him seeing. I would say he. She doesn't want him seeing Miguel. She doesn't want him in her life. She's blaming him for everything. I mean, and then of course at the end of the series, like Amanda hits up Johnny. Like, not Amanda. Let me correct myself. Well, that might be something that happens in season 3. Anyway, guys, but yeah. Anyway, Allie hits up Johnny. Like, this is the same Allie that broke up with Daniel after like the events of the first Karate Kid movie. Like guys, like Allie was like the real, like Allie was a villain. Like honestly, I think Allie was a villain in the original Karate Kid movie. Like that's a video that I've been thinking about making. Like Allie was really a villain in the original Karate Kid film. Like, is that a video that you'd like me to make, this explaining why Allie was really a villain in the original Karate Kid film? Let me know if you guys want me to do that, because that's something I'm thinking about doing. Like making a video for you guys. Like Allie was really a villain in the original Karate Kid film. We're actually thinking about doing like a series. I'm thinking about doing a series of videos like season one Cobra Kai breakdown, and Samantha was a real villain. That's the first part of the series. You can think of it as the pilot episode. I'm thinking of making like a full series of this, like, basically doing the breakdowns of why this person's a villain or why this is the worst character, stuff like that. But I don't know. I'm thinking like one of the episodes would be like, Allie was really a villain in Karate Kid, because I think she really was a villain. I'm not saying she was a bad person. I don't want to over exaggerate. I don't want to become a drama queen, but I feel like Allie was not all that great of a person. I feel like she was just jumping from one person to another, and I'm not giving Daniel any justification, because his actions directly caused a lot of grief for Johnny. He left Johnny at the end of the first movie in a pretty rough place, and he could only see his own perspective. I personally like Johnny. I think Johnny was a cool guy, somebody that people would look up to be. I mean, think about what Johnny said. He goes like, "I'm an ex-delinquent." He's like, "I'm not about that life anymore. I'm not about that life anymore. I'm trying to do things right. I think he mentions like going off to college. Like he had plans for the future. Like think about that. This guy was really trying to turn his life around. He's not perfect, but I think it was like Matthew J. Turner said, a flawed hero, but he was realistic about it. An ex-delinquent. He didn't want to be a delinquent anymore. He wanted to be a good person. He wanted to contribute to society. And then you've got this guy, Daniel LaRusso, coming in trying to act like he's so, like he's Mr. Rad, like he's the hero. Like he tried, and then, he's like, and then he runs into Miyagi after Johnny's like, "No, Daniel, I'm not going to tolerate your nonsense." And then Miyagi's like, "Fine, I'll train you." Like, come on. And I know it took a while before Miyagi trained him, but even think about that. Miyagi was hesitant to train Daniel at first as well. I mean, why would he be hesitant to train Daniel at first? If you think about it, it's because Miyagi could like see something. He was thinking critically of it. And like, you look at Kreese, and you want to call Kreese the villain, but think about this. When Daniel went to the karate school to go and get trained, right? Like he wants to think about this. The first thing he does after Johnny basically says, like, "I'm not going to tolerate what you're doing, Daniel," he immediately runs off to like the closest karate school to like try to like learn martial arts. Like that's like the same type of thing that Samantha did. Like after like she tried to take Tori's purse and Tori was like, "I'm not having it." What does she do? She starts training harder so that she can basically face off with Tori again. Like, I mean, come on. And yeah, she was maybe training before, but I feel like she really stepped it up after, the original confrontation with Tori, where she accused her of stealing and then tried to snatch her purse, and Tori pushed her, and then she landed in food. I mean, it's like you can literally see parallels between like what Daniel did when basically Johnny pushed it, like basically, Johnny, rebuffed him when he tried to rush him. And it's like, and then you look, and what does he do? He goes out and tries to learn martial arts and acts like he's the perfect victim of the series. He's not a victim. He's a villain. He's a victim. Listen to me. He's out there trying to act like he's a victim. He's the aggressor. Daniel was the aggressor in the entire movie. Like, think about it. He was the confrontational one. He was the one constantly confronting. He was the one constantly confronting and going after Johnny. Guy's a villain. He's a villain. Like seriously, whoever said I want to be like Daniel, you know? Like I mean like at the start, like who wants to I want to be like Daniel. Why you want to be like Daniel? Because he rose up against the school, you know, the guy that was mean to him, you know, that stood up for himself, and now look at come on. Daniel LaRusso was a villain. All right. And I know this the topic of this video was, do you think Daniel and Johnny will ever train together? But you know what? I just want to put it out there again. Daniel was the original villain of the original Karate Kid film. Let me know if you agree with that in the comments. If you want me to do more of these fan poll videos, let me know. I will catch you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe, turn on notifications, and help get this video to 100 likes if you want me to keep on putting out more Cobra Kai videos like this, where I break down fan polls, as well as my fan inspiration stories. I will catch you in the next one.